Section 1-1. Instruments and controls. Keys and doors. Keys, engine immobilizer system, wireless remote control, side doors, back door, and theft deterrent system. Keys. 1. Master keys, black. These keys work in every lock. For your Lexus dealer to make a new key with a built-in transponder chip, your dealer will need one of them. 2. Valid key, gray. This key will not open the glove box. And 3. Key number plate. Keep the plate in a safe place such as your wallet, not in the vehicle. A transponder chip for the engine immobilizer system has been placed in the head of the master and valid keys. These chips are required for the system to function correctly, so be careful not to lose these keys. If you make your own duplicate key, you will not be able to cancel the system or start the engine. To protect items locked in the glove box, when using valet parking, leave the valet key with the attendant. Since the side doors and back door can be locked without a key, you should always carry a spare master key in case you accidentally lock your keys inside the vehicle. If you should lose your keys, or if you need additional keys, duplicates can be made by a Lexus dealer using the key number. We recommend writing down the key number and storing it in a safe place. Flat key. As a transponder chip is built in its key case, you can start the engine with this key. The flat key works in every lock. A transponder chip for the engine immobilizer system has been placed in the key case of the flat key. This chip is required for the system to function correctly, so be careful not to lose this key. If you make your own duplicate key, you will not be able to cancel the system or start the engine. Insert your key plate in its key case as shown. We recommend that you always carry this with you for emergency use. Do not leave it in your vehicle. Starting the engine using a flat key. Step 1. Remove the key plate from the key case. Step 2. Insert the key plate into the ignition switch. The indicator light keeps flashing. Step 3. Bring the key case closer to the ignition switch within 10 seconds as indicated by the arrowhead. The indicator light goes out. This means the engine immobilizer system is automatically cancelled. For details, see engine immobilizer system on page 12. You can put the key case away then. You cannot cancel the engine immobilizer system if 10 seconds have passed after you inserted the key plate. You need to remove the key plate from the ignition switch and try it again from the step 2. On step 4. Start the engine within 60 seconds after the security indicator light goes out. You cannot start the engine if 60 seconds have passed after the security indicator went off. You need to remove the key plate from the ignition switch and try it again from the step 2. Notice: do not let the key case become bent as the key plate may fall out or become bent also. The flat key is designed for emergency use only. When using a key containing a transponder chip, observe the following precautions. When starting the engine, do not use the key with the key ring resting on the key grip and do not press the key ring against the key grip. Doing so may prevent the engine from starting or may cause the engine to stop soon after it starts. When starting the engine, do not use the key in proximity with other transponder keys, including the flat key and keys of other vehicles, and do not press other key plates against the key grip. Doing so may prevent the engine from starting or may cause the engine to stop soon after it starts. If this happens, remove the key once and then insert it again after removing other transponder keys, including the flat key and keys of other vehicles, from the ring or while gripping or covering them with your hand to start the engine. Do not bend the key grip or flat key. Do not cover the key grip or flat key with any material that cuts off electromagnetic waves. Do not knock the key or flat key hard against other objects. Do not leave the key or flat key exposed to high temperatures for a long period, such as on the dashboard or hood under direct sunlight. Do not put the key or flat key in water or wash it in an ultrasonic washer. Do not use the key or flat key with electromagnetic materials. Engine immobilizer system. The engine immobilizer system is a theft prevention system. When you insert the key in the ignition switch, the transponder chip in the key's head transmits an electronic code to the vehicle. The engine will start only when the electronic code in the chip corresponds to the registered ID code for the vehicle. The system is automatically set when the key is removed from the ignition switch. At this time, the security indicator light flashes. When you insert the key in the ignition switch, the security indicator light goes out and the system is cancelled automatically, which enables the engine to start. The transponder chip of the flat key is in its key case. You can cancel the engine immobilizer system using the flat key. For details, see flat key on page 9. For your Lexus dealer to make you a new key with built-in transponder chip, your dealer will need your key number and master key. However, there is a limit to the number of additional keys your Lexus dealer can make for you. If you make your own duplicate key, you will not be able to cancel the system or start the engine. For vehicles sold in USA, FCCID MOZRI-20 VTY. Made in Japan. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to the following two conditions. 1. This device may not cause harmful interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Caution. Changes or modifications not expressly approved by the party responsible for compliance could void the user's authority to operate the equipment. For vehicles sold in Canada, this device complies with RSS-210 of Industry Canada. Operation is subject to the following two conditions. 1. This device may not cause interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference, including interference that may cause undesired operation of the device. Wireless remote control. 1. Locking the doors. 2. Unlocking the doors. 3. Indicator light. And 4. Sounding an alarm. Note, this feature can be set inoperative as vehicle theft deterrent measure in case of the loss of the wireless remote control key. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. When you operate any button on the key, push it slowly and surely. At this time, the indicator light on the key grip flashes once. The operational range of the wireless remote control is approximately 1 meter, 3 feet. The effective range may vary with different conditions. To activate the wireless remote control without fail, do it approximately 1 meter, 3 feet, from your Lexus. In the following cases, the battery in the key may be discharged. If this is the case, replace it using a special screwdriver. The remote control does not work. The operational range of wireless remote control becomes extremely short. The indicator light on the key is dimmed or does not come on. For the replacement of the battery, see replacing the battery on page 18. You can also have the battery of the key replaced by your Lexus dealer. If you lose the wireless key, contact your Lexus dealer as soon as possible to avoid the possibility of theft or an accident. You can use up to 4 wireless remote control keys for the same vehicle. Contact your Lexus dealer for detailed information. The wireless remote control key is an electronic component. Observe the following instructions in order not to cause damage to the key. Do not leave the wireless remote control key in places where the temperature becomes high, such as on the dashboard. Do not disassemble it. Avoid knocking it hard against other objects or dropping it. Avoid putting it in water. Locking/unlocking the doors. When you push the LOCK button on the key briefly, all the side doors and back door can be locked from outside the vehicle. At this time, you can hear one beep and the turn signal lights flash. However, when you push the lock button with any door not closed securely, the buzzer sounds for 10 seconds. To stop the buzzer, close all the side doors and back door securely or push the unlock button. If the key is in the ignition switch, locking cannot be done. Make sure all the doors are locked when you leave the vehicle. Push the lock button once again. If they were already locked, the turn signal lights will flash. Note, the beep volume can be changed. The turn signal lights can be set not to flash. The buzzer can be set not to sound if a door is not closed securely. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. When you push the unlock button, the driver's door is unlocked. Pushing that button once again within 3 seconds from the first push, all other side doors and back door are also unlocked. Note, the 2-step unlocking function can be changed. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. At this time, you can hear two beeps and the turn signal lights flash twice. Together with the activation of unlocking, the personal lights and center interior light come on for 15 seconds if the personal light switch and center interior light switch is in the door position, and the running board lights come on for 15 seconds. However, this function does not work when the ignition key is in the on position. For further information, see Illuminated Entry System on page 78. You have 30 seconds to open a door after using the wireless remote unlock feature. If a door is not opened by then, all the doors will be automatically locked again. Even if the lock or unlock button is kept pressed in, the locking or unlocking operation is not repeated. Release the button and then push again. Note, the beep volume can be changed. The turn signal lights can be set not to flash. The personal lights, center interior light and running board lights can be set not to come on, or the duration of lighting can be changed. The time before automatic relocking can be changed. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. Sounding an alarm. When you push the panic button for about 1 second, an alarm sounds to deter any person trying to break into or damage your vehicle. If you want to stop the alarm, push any button. This function does not work when the ignition key is in the on position. Note, the alarm can be set not to sound. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. Operating the windows and moonroof. The windows and moonroof can be opened using a wireless key from outside the vehicle. Note, the windows and moonroof can be set inoperative. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. Push the unlock button until the windows and moonroof start to move. A beep sounds just before opening. When you release the button, the windows and moonroof stop opening. For vehicles sold in USA, this device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to the following two conditions. 1. This device may not cause harmful interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Notice, this equipment has been tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B digital device, pursuant to Part 15 of the FCC rules. These limits are designed to provide reasonable protection against harmful interference in a residential installation. This equipment generates, uses and can radiate radio frequency energy and, if not installed and used in accordance with the instructions, may cause harmful interference to radio communications. However, there is no guarantee that interference will not occur in a particular installation. If this equipment does cause harmful interference to radio or television reception, which can be determined by turning the equipment off and on, the user is encouraged to try to correct the interference by one or more of the following measures. Reorient or relocate the receiving antenna. Increase the separation between the equipment and receiver. Connect the equipment into an outlet on a circuit different from that to which the receiver is connected. Consult the dealer or an experienced radio/TV technician for help. FCC warning, changes or modifications not expressly approved by the party responsible for compliance could void the user's authority to operate the equipment. For vehicles sold in Canada, operation is subject to the following two conditions. 1. This device may not cause interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference, including interference that may cause undesired operation of the device. Replacing the battery. When you replace the battery, prepare a lithium battery CR1616 or equivalent and a special screwdriver. Caution. Special care should be taken to prevent small children from swallowing the removed battery or components. Notice, when replacing the battery, be careful not to lose the components, screws and O-ring. Replace only with the same or equivalent type recommended by a Lexus dealer. Dispose of used batteries according to the local laws. Step 1. Remove the screw and then the cover while pushing it in the arrow direction. Step 2. Remove the module from the key frame. Step 3. Remove the two screws to take out the lid of the module. Step 4. Take out the discharged battery and put in a new battery with the positive side up. Notice. Make sure the positive side and negative side of the battery are faced correctly. Do not replace the battery with wet hands. Water may cause unexpected rust. Do not touch or move any components inside the transmitter or it may interfere with proper operation. Be careful not to bend the electrode when inserting the battery and that dust or oils do not adhere to the inside the module. Take care not to lose the screws and O-ring. Step 5. Install the lid with the 2 screws. Notice. Take care not to damage or bend the O-ring when installing. Step 6. Install the module into the key frame and secure the cover with a screw. And step 7. When pushing any switch on the wireless key, make sure the indicator light comes on. Side doors. Locking with key. 1. Lock and 2. Unlock. Turn the key towards the front of the vehicle to lock and towards the back to unlock. All the side doors and back door lock and unlock simultaneously with the driver's door. In the driver's door lock, turning the key once will unlock the driver's door and twice in succession will unlock all the side doors and back door simultaneously. Note, the 2-step unlocking function can be changed. Ask your Lexus dealer for details. Together with the activation of unlocking, the personal lights and center interior light come on for 15 seconds if the personal light and center interior light switches are in the door positions, and the running board lights come on for about 15 seconds. However, this function does not work when the ignition key is in the on position. For further information, see Illuminated Entry System on page 78. Locking with inside lock button. 1. Lock and 2. Unlock. Push in the lock button to lock and unlock the door. The front doors can be opened by pulling the inside handles even if the lock buttons are in the locked position. Caution. Do not pull the inside handle of the front doors while driving. The doors will open and an accident may occur. Lexus strongly recommends that all children be placed in the rear seat of the vehicle. Closing the door with a lock button pushed in will also lock the door. Be careful not to lock your keys in the vehicle. Doors cannot be locked when either front door is open and the key is in the ignition. Caution. Before driving, make sure the doors are closed and locked, especially when small children are in the vehicle. Along with the proper use of seat belts, locking the doors helps prevent the driver and passengers from being thrown out from the vehicle in an accident. It also helps prevent the doors from being opened unintentionally. Locking with power door lock switch. 1. Lock and 2. Unlock. To lock all the side doors and back door simultaneously, push the power door lock switch down on the front side. Pushing down on the rear side will unlock them. The same switch is also located on the front passenger side. If you do any of the following, no door can be unlocked with a power door lock switch. Lock all the doors with a key or wireless remote control when all the doors are closed. Open the driver's door or front passenger's door and move the inside lock buttons of both front doors to the lock position, then close the front doors. The power door lock switch can be reset in the following ways. Turn the ignition key to the on position. Unlock all the side doors and back door with a key or wireless remote control. Unlock the driver's door or front passenger's door with the inside lock button and then unlock all the doors with the power door lock switch. Automatic door locking and unlocking functions. Automatic door locking. You can select the following functions. Locking linked with a shift position. All doors are automatically locked when the selector lever is moved out of P position. Locking linked with vehicle speed. All doors are automatically locked when the vehicle speed goes above about 20 km per hour, 12 miles per hour. You can set or cancel the automatic door locking functions. Be sure to apply the parking brake when performing the following operations. To select the locking linked with a shift position, step 1. Close all doors and turn the ignition switch to the on position. Step 2. Shift the selector lever to the P position. And step 3. Within 10 seconds of turning the ignition switch to the on position, press and hold the driver's side power door lock switch in the lock position for 5 seconds and then release. The doors will be locked and unlocked to indicate that the function is set. To cancel the function, do the above operation again. To select the locking linked with a vehicle speed, step 1. Close all doors and turn the ignition switch to the on position. Step 2. Shift the selector lever to the P to the N position. And step 3. Within 10 seconds of turning the ignition switch to the on position, press and hold the driver's side power door lock switch in the lock position for 5 seconds and then release. The doors will be locked and unlocked to indicate that the function is set. To cancel the function, do the above operation again. Automatic door unlocking. You can select the following functions. Unlocking linked with a shift position. All doors are automatically unlocked when the selector lever is moved to P position. Unlocking linked with the ignition switch. All doors are automatically unlocked when the driver's door is opened within 10 seconds after the ignition switch is turned to the ACC or lock position or the key is removed. You can set or cancel the automatic door unlocking functions. Be sure to apply the parking brake when performing the following operations. To select the unlocking linked with a shift position, Step 1. Close all doors and turn the ignition switch to the on position. Step 2. Shift the selector lever to the P position. And Step 3. Within 10 seconds of turning the ignition switch to the on position, press and hold the driver's side power door lock switch in the unlock position for 5 seconds and then release. The doors will be locked and unlocked to indicate that the function is set. To cancel the function, do the above operation again. To select the unlocking linked with the ignition switch, Step 1. Close all doors and turn the ignition switch to the on position. Step 2. Shift the selector lever to the P to the N position. And Step 3. Within 10 seconds of turning the ignition switch to the on position, press and hold the driver's side power door lock switch in the unlock position for 5 seconds and then release. The doors will be locked and unlocked to indicate that the function is set. To cancel the function, do the above operation again. Locking with rear door child protector. 1. Unlock, and 2. Lock. Whenever small children are in the vehicle, lock the rear door so that it does not open by the inside door handle. To do this, move the lever to the lock position as shown, and then close the door. Back door. 1. Half open position, and 2. Full open position. To open the back door, pull the handle. The back door can be opened at the above mentioned positions. The back door can be locked and unlocked together with the side doors by means of the power door lock system. For instructions, see locking with power door lock switch on page 22. See stowage precautions on page 419 for precautions when loading luggage. Caution. Keep the back door closed while driving. This not only keeps the luggage from being thrown out, but also prevents exhaust gases from entering the vehicle. If the open back door hides the rear stop and tail lights or rear turn signal lights while you are parked, other road users must be warned of the presence of your vehicle by a warning triangle or other device. Back door stopper. 1. Lock, and 2. Unlock. For your safety, lock the back door with a door stopper when you fully open the back door. When closing the back door, check that the back door stopper is unlocked. Caution. When keeping the back door open, use only the lock lever of the back door stopper without touching the other parts. To avoid serious personal injury, make sure not to get your hands caught in the back door stay when closing the back door. Theft deterrent system. To deter theft of the vehicle, this system is designed to sound an alarm if any of the doors or hood is forcibly unlocked or the battery terminal is disconnected and then reconnected while the vehicle is locked. The alarm blows the horn intermittently and flashes the headlights, tail lights and turn signal lights. Furthermore, when the center interior light switch and personal light switch are in the door position, the center interior light and personal lights turn on. Security indicator light. Setting the system. Step 1. Turn the ignition key to the lock position and remove it. The engine immobilizer system causes the indicator light to flash. Step 2. Close and lock all the doors and hood using an ignition key or wireless remote control. If you lock them with wireless remote control, the turn signals flash once. The flashing indicator light will remain on when all the doors and hood are closed and locked. And Step 3. After 30 seconds, the indicator starts flashing and the system is set. Canceling the system. When you unlock any door using an ignition key or wireless remote control, the system is cancelled. If you unlock any door with wireless remote control, the turn signals flash twice. Activating the system. The alarm sounds for 60 seconds if any of the following are operated. Unlocking any door without using an ignition key or wireless remote control. Opening the hood and any doors forcibly. Reconnecting the battery. If the battery becomes discharged due to the vehicle being unused for a long time, etc., when the battery is recharged or replaced, the system will give the alarm. If this happens, immediately unlock any of the doors with a key or the wireless remote control and the alarm will stop. If any door is unlocked and the ignition key is not in the ignition switch during the alarm sounding, its door is automatically locked. To stop the alarm, use either of the following methods. Unlock the door using an ignition key or wireless remote control. Turn the ignition switch on. Testing the system. Step 1. Open all the windows. Step 2. Set the system as described above. The front doors should be locked with the ignition key or wireless remote control. Be sure to wait until the indicator light starts flashing. Step 3. Unlock one of the doors from the inside. The system should activate the alarm. Step 4. Unlock any of the doors with a key or the wireless remote control to cancel the system. And step 5. Repeat this operation for the other doors and hood. When testing the hood, also check that the system is activated when the battery terminal is disconnected and then reconnected. If the system does not work properly, have it checked by your Lexus dealer. Notice: disconnecting the battery may result in the erasure of information you have set in the computer memory. After reconnecting the battery, check that the memorized data has been retained. If it has been erased, input it into the computer once more.